Hello, my angels. It's me, Lord Nicholina, and welcome to a special episode of Angel Rise. Before we begin, I would like to apologize for no episode last week. I had a slight lack of motivation, considering the weekend I had prior to the last one was pretty rough for me, and I needed last week to rest. But anyways, I'm doing better now, so I'm right back at it. And as of this episode, Angel Rise is officially in the double digits in episodes. Episode 10. I can't believe it. Episode 10. Wow. I just want to thank you all so much for the support so far on the series. No matter how small it was. And I know I've been saying this a lot, but any support means the world to me. Now, without further ado, let's get on with the show. For this week's episode, hence why I said this was a special episode, I am going to talk about my creation and how I've developed to the angel I am to this day. Now, where did it all start, you may ask? It started back in late 2013, when I realized that I had a mostly female-influenced lifestyle. And by that I mean, in my younger days, my dad was often out at work. So most of the time I was living with my mom and two sisters. In addition, most of my teachers from school, as well as the helpers for my autism, were also female. Yeah, I have very little male figures. The only male figure I really had in my life, in my early days, was my dad. And of course he wasn't around as often, so I didn't really get to learn much from him in my early days. But then, in late 2013, well, actually around the midpoint of 2013, I started drawing female characters from video games and movies. And many people were confused. It's like, what? Like, can't you draw like something else? Maybe a male character? And I thought, well, I mainly thought to myself, I think this is really what I want to do. Just draw female characters and occasionally to draw the male characters as well. And it really carried on. And throughout the next few years of my life. Around early 2016, this is when things really started to develop. I started drawing a Super Mario character by the name of Rosalina. And by the way, she is my favorite Super Mario character for all your Super Mario fans watching. And I thought, she's really good. And maybe I could create maybe a name based around her. And in 2017, that's when the name Nicholina first came up. And I wondered at first, huh? That kind of sounds like a ship type of name. And by ship, I mean like relationship. I just thought to myself, well, why would I do that? I'm not into like romantic type relationships. So I pushed that name aside for a few years afterwards. And then came St. Patrick's Day 2020. This was around the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. when I thought to myself, maybe I could mash myself and Rosalina together to make one unique character. And that's when it came to me. I got to work and drew my mashup of myself and Rosalina, with me wearing a t-shirt and having my personal logo within the character's hair. And that's when Nicholina, the name, came back to me. And I was like, yes, this is the name I want to go for with this character. And that's how it stuck. I could never imagine drawing myself as a princess before. I was just happy, with drawing other princesses, to be more specific, the Mario princesses. But when I first drew myself as a princess, I felt like, this could work out for me. But as time progressed, I thought to myself, maybe a princess isn't the best title for me. Since, as you know, I am a male-female mix. So that's how I came up with the title Lord Nicholina, as opposed to Princess Nicholina. I also mentioned that in episode 8 of the series. I'll pop a link on the screen up there just in case if you want to check that out. Yeah, but anyways, it was still a surreal experience, knowing that I drew myself as a female character. Oh, someone's at the door. Hang on, guys, let me go get it. Oh, hello, Nicholas. Why, hello there, Nicholina. Is it okay if I say a few words for your podcast? Of course, you may go right ahead. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. You might be wondering, is this Nicholina or Nicholas? Well, as a matter of fact, you're actually getting the same person, though I am Nicholas for that matter. Now you're wondering, how are Nicholina and I the same person? Well, I'm here to tell you that. Well, it's because that over time, while I was creating Nicholina, I realized that him and I have similar personalities. Though of course Nicholina's is slightly altered to be different than mine. But regardless, we share the same feelings, the same beliefs, and the same passion for what we have. And I'm honestly thankful that I could share Nicholina with you guys. Yeah, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, Nicholina, I've said my piece. I'm gonna get on my way now. Okay, see you later, Nicholas. What did you think of that, guys? I think it was quite nice for Nicholas to drop by, to recognize my creation. But anyways, moving forward, the last thing I want to cover for this episode is how I want to take myself to the next level. To put it more in words, I want to avoid the cliches as much as I can. And you're probably wondering, what do I mean by that? It's like doing things differently than other people would think. Like not just being your average OC, or persona for that matter, but more or less being an OC that can make a difference on this world. Being an OC that can take things to new heights, if you know what I mean. And most importantly, being an OC that not everybody expected or wanted, but needed. My mom believes that I can take myself to the next level. My friends believe that I can take myself to the next level. But right now, I am happy where I am. But I'm just looking ahead right now, and at the moment at hand. Because I know one day for sure that I will be as prominent as ever, bringing love and joy to those who need it. Because I am risen. That's all for episode 10 of Angel Rise, everyone. I'm honestly thankful that I'm here in the first place, because everyone needs an angel, and I feel I can be the one that can take on that role for all of you here. Here's to many more amazing stories ahead for you and I. If you enjoyed this episode, definitely leave a like and share this with your loved ones. If you are new to the channel and would like to join this amazing journey of mine, please consider subscribing to join the Blue and White Angel Brethren today, and hit the notification bell so that you see whenever I post new content. And also please do check out my other videos as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I wish you all a blessed day or night whenever you are watching this. And until the next video rolls around, my name is Lord Nicholina. Be strong, stay positive, and God bless you all. Ah!